Okay, what is the mood of the story or what is the mood of the song? Yes, Irina.
The persona is begging for the love of the boy.
Okay, the persona is begging for the love of the boy. So what do you mean by persona anyway? When we say persona, what do you mean by persona? Yes, Harvey?
Who is talking in the story?
Okay, when we say persona, it is the person who is talking in the story. So what is the feeling of the persona? Is she happy? Is she sad? Okay, she is sad. Why is she sad? Why is she sad? Yes, Irina.
Because the boy left him.
Okay, because the boy left him. Okay, she is begging to be loved by a boy. Okay, so in the song class, we have witnessed or we have heard how the girl begged for the love of the boy. Okay, in relationships, there are many reasons why two partners or two couples broke up. So it can be intervening parents, it can be the culture, it can be the religion, and one of the most common nowadays is the third party. Okay, so now I want to hear your sides. What are your sides if you saw or if you notice that your partner or if someone you love has a third party? Would you fight or would you let go of the relationship? Okay, so now you're going to have an argument whether you are going to fight with the relationship or whether you're going to let go of the relationship. Okay, so are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Nowadays, infidelity is one of the reasons why families end up broken. Situations like this, what are we going to do? Fight for the one we love or let go of the damaged relationship? Today, grade 7 Flordeluna will give us the two sides of the coin. For the affirmative side, we have Harvey Tabake, Laika Marie Mutia, April May Naphtali Alayan, Josephet Teleron, Kent Lawrence Madayag, and Jean Cahotor. And for the negative side, we have Zerena May Imanil, Jolian Calizo, Jerome Alaba, Romero Perio, Lovely May Escalate, and Carlene Kamuka. And our timekeeper, Irish Villas. We are also grateful to have our judges for this debate. First judge, ATM coordinator, Teacher 1 is the reading coordinator of this school. Ladies and gentlemen, the person I am referring to is no other than Mrs. Lucia L. Hilo. A round of applause. Second judge is the Volleys coordinator, guidance coordinator, and teacher 2, Salvation National High School. This person is no other than Mrs. Mary Grace Ilakil Bobo. Excuse me. Our last judge, the beloved RC of Salvation National High School. Ladies and gentlemen, give way to Ma'am Rebecca Manaay. At this juncture, let me read first the mechanics of the debate. Each member of the team will be given 1 minute to present his or her position in the topic, either negative or affirmative. After these presentations, one student from each side will offer the rebuttal. Then, 5 volunteers from the floor will offer their support or against the views of groups.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I am the first presenter of the positive side. Based on Article 334 of Revised Penal Code, any husband who shall keep a mistress in the conjugal dwelling or shall have a sexual intercourse with a woman who is not his wife shall be punished by prison correctional in its minimum and medium periods. The concubine shall suffer the penalty of this stereo. First of all, realize that it took time for your marriage to break down, and there are many ways to show your husband that you are strong to fight against the third party. The person who loves you more will fight with you daily without any reason. But whenever you're sad, that person will fight with the world to end your sadness. For me, I will fight this situation whatever happens.
One of the simple ways to stay happy is to just let go of the things that make you sad. I used to believe that if me and my boyfriend broke up, my life would be worthless and that nothing would make sense anymore. But guess what? Ever since I managed to let go, my life became more meaningful than ever. And you know now, because I have learned to love and appreciate myself and to stop looking for my salvation somewhere out there in other people. Because if I really love that person, I will let him go. I am happy because he is happy too. Why did I say that he is happy when I let him go? Because he's not gonna cheat on me if he's still happy with our relationship. Love and life must go on, so every one of us should be moved on. Let's face the reality that the guy you wish to be your partner will be disappear. Remember, he is not only the guy in this world. There are a lot of people that deserves your love.
Republic Act number 10572, an act establishing the liability of the absolute community or conjugal partnership for an obligation of a spouse who practices a profession and the capability of either spouse to dispose of an exclusive property without the consent of the other spouse. Amending for the purpose Article 73 and 111 of Executive Order number 209, also known as the Family Code of the Philippines. In Family Code of the Philippines saying that when a man was married and he have a child, he shall not covet his neighbor's husband, because there is a possibility that the child will be affected. So you need to fight for it, because in the eye of the God, government, or in people, only the legal wife will have a right.
Face the ugly truth, accept the ugly truth. You can change the other person, you can only change yourself. There are reasons that he or she may not ask for forgiveness. The most obvious is that your spouse doesn't think he or she did not anything wrong. You can debate the facts or case forever, but at the same point, you may need to make an ulterior decision to forgive. Let's say wife knows that he did not know our husband memorable. She suspects his husband threw it away carelessly years ago, but he just wants someone else to blame. But when she confronts him about it, he angrily denies all wrongdoing. In such situation, how should the wife process with her forgiveness? Just let it go of it even though you know the truth.
If you are true to yourself, it is very clear in the 10 Commandments of God that you shall not covet your neighbor's husband. How are you going to remain truthful in yourself, your parents, your friends, and even to your future children if they are awakened with your wrong perspective in life? Are you proud of yourself being that kind of personality? For me, I cannot face the people surrounding me because I am true to myself and I am religiously obey the 10 Commandments of God, and most of all, I have fear in God.
I came to the conclusion that if relationships doesn't challenge you to grow and evolve into a happier and more loving human being, it is not worth holding on to. A relationship makes you better than you are in wrong one. One of the simplest ways to stay happy is to just let go of the things that makes you sad. One of the things that can make you happy is that relationship between husband and wife. But sometimes the things can make you sad because if your husband or wife had a third party before you are married, and a big problem is your husband or wife had a baby on her or his third party. If I were in this situation, I will let go my wife because This is the right thing that I can do.
Love is the intense affection for another arising of kinship or personal ties, is strong feeling of attraction resulting from sexual desire. Love is definitely worth fighting for, but always make sure it's love and not infatuation. While love is worth fighting for, infatuation, so we should fight for. We shouldn't let go for love because love is the one that we have. Love to our parents and someone that you love.
The best thing to do is let go the relationship, like the sayings. If you love something, let go, and it comes back. It's yours to keep. For me, yes, I have to let the girl do what she wants. In spite, she can still support our son, even though we didn't go together. If she will brought up my son away from me, I will really fight whatever will happen. Let go and learn to love yourself for who you are and not for who others want you to be.
Love is weakest when there is more doubts than trust. But love is strong when we learn to trust in spite of doubts. If you are the true wife, do you let go your husband to his mistress even you love him? For me, I will fight this situation because if you show to him that you are weak, your relationship will be end.
Being committed to someone is not easily thing. You need to think for how many times and balance everything before making a decision. Being loved by someone is the happiest feeling ever, making him, her as your inspiration to achieve dreams. But why let go of the relationship if there's a third party? Because he doesn't deserve a second chance. He lied. He doesn't deserve the love. He just wasted everything. He is a waste of time. I know some of you will disagree about what I'm saying now, but you must look on both sides. If you give him a second chance, are you that sure that he won't do it again? I know if it's so hard to let go someone you really love, because if it's true love, it won't end like this, especially if you've been together for years. But that's life. Something you have to sacrifice, something for you to be happy. It's not the end of the world. God has a better plan for you. Just be patient and enjoy every second of your life.
Being in a relationship is not about the kissing, the dates, or to letting go him. It is about being with someone who makes you happy in a way that no one else can do. So will you let go your husband or wife? For me, I will fight this.
Not a goodbye that hurts someone. It is the love that lie who hurt. But this is the most right thing to do. And it will be to letting go of our relationship. And why should I choose to let go than fight for him? Why should I fight for our relationship? If he truly loves me, and why is it he cheat on me? What is the use of fighting for if you have already know that your partner have an affair with other for a nonsense reason? Not all the time you should give your whole life to the man you love and truly loves you. If you really love him, you should love first yourself. So I let him go.
Okay, time's up. So now you're going to present your rebuttals for the others, for the other group. Okay, let's start with the affirmative side.
Lovely Escalante said that if you need to let go your love because he lied, he is a waste of time. For me, I disagree with that because if you love the person, how big or worse he do to you, you can forgive him because forgiveness is a funny thing. It warms the heart and cools the steam.
What is the use of the Republic Acts if you are not happy with each other? Laika, you told us earlier, how would I tell my friends, family about my wrong perspective in life? Well, I am not agree that my perspective in life is wrong. The fact is, I am doing the right thing. I let him go so that we have a big space for each other. No matter how long our distance is, if we meet for each other, the destiny will make a plan to make us together again. So why do I need to fight for our relationship? And also Jean Rose told us, love is always fighting, but always make sure that it is love and not infatuation. But what if it is not love anymore? Would you still fight for that? Life is too short, guys. I'm sure you can find a better person that deserves your heart. Open your heart to others. Fe told us, I will fight for him because I love him. Are you sure that you are the only person he'd love? Yes, let's say that he loves you. But are you ready to accept the reality? If he loves his mistress, then yours? If you have to fight for him, then obviously you aren't on the same page. So, let it go. Although it is very hard at the times, I would let go. There is no pleasure in forcing someone to do something against their will. According to Mr. Madayag, in love, it is not about kissing, dating, or letting go. It is being someone who makes you happy. Let's say that you are happy with him. The question is, are you sure that she is still happy with your relationship? You are pushing yourself who doesn't love you anymore. Like what I told earlier, she is not going to cheat if she still loves you. Everything in our mind is real. Your girlfriend or boyfriend thinks about cheating on you, so they make mistakes. In math, the positive plus positive will have positive result always. But positive plus negative, we are not sure for the answer, either positive or negative. It depends on the number. It is like the relationship. It will not work or it will not have positive result if we have different feelings for each other. Remember, it's the relationship that you are letting go of, but not the love you have for that person. We still care about our husband or wife, girlfriend or boyfriend, and I know that I will love him for as long as I live. But that doesn't mean that we should be together. So I let go.
For me, I let go my relationship between my husband and I because every day that I encounter my life has another chance. So why you fight him even though we know the truth? Well, when someday I have a boyfriend or husband, if I know he have a third party, I let him go because this is the right things that I will never be a stupid girl. So that I let him go.
Romar said, if you love something, let it go. If you love something, you need to fight. It's because you are the legal wife and you have more right than his mistress. In the heart of your husband, he still loves you because first love never dies.
According to the psychologist, the most basic human need is to love and be loved. There is no power greater than love. It can motivate people to do things for others they wouldn't normally do. Some even give up everything for the sake of the one who they love. But if love is such a beautiful thing, so essential to life, why is there so little of it in the world? Why is there so much hate? The answer is simple. True love is more than a sentimental feeling. Love is a decision, a choice we must make. The greatest demonstration of love is to give our life for the person we love. I realized and asked myself, should I fight for the man I truly love or let him go because he had an affair with others? Well, I pursued to let go for our relationship, even if it is hard to let him go of him. But this is the most right thing to do, and it will let him go of our relationship. For me, I know that I love the man, but I have no choice to let go of him. Because if you truly love the person, you should love, care, and trust. We have also sincerity and honesty, because this is the absence of pretense and love for truth. But if you love, you should always keep this on your mind. It's not the goodbye that hurts someone. It is the love that really hurts you so much.
Okay, this time, so let us hear some words from our audience. So any representative from our audience to speak their minds about the issue in having a third party in a relationship. Would you fight or would you let go?
For me, great relationships aren't great because they have no problems. They're great because both people care enough about the other person to find way to make it work.
I choose to let go the person I love. If we meant for each other, the destiny will make a plan to make us again.
Okay, let us give a hand to everyone for a job well done. Okay, so this time, before we reveal the result, before we reveal the score, so let us have first words from our judges.
The teams, kindly clap your hands for a job well done.
We live because of love, no? So we die because of love.
Okay, thank you so much to our judges for their words. Okay, so while waiting for the result, so betrayal in relationship is wrapped up with lie. If this thing happens, what should we do? Are we going to fight for the one we love, or are we going to let go of the relationship? Okay, if there is betrayal, there should be a problem in your relationship. If there is a problem within you or within your partner. But you always remember or try to think, no one would intrude in the relationship if both of you are happy. The couple have invested a lot in the relationship, and there could be a reason why it could be and should be saved. Okay, you're going to fight for your marriage, you're going to fight for your children. It is not easy to give up the relationship, so you're going to fight. On the other hand, if one person betrayed you, it is hard for a person to accept it because it touches one person's pride and honor. It can break one's trust, and the broken trust cannot be fixed as it is. So it is very difficult to fix
the broken promises, the broken trust. So it is very difficult to let go or to fight for the relationship. Thus, it takes much thinking before you can decide. Would you swallow your pride for the one you love, or love yourself more and leave behind the past? Okay, today, what are you seeing in the television? Most of the telenovelas are about love. It is all about third party. So what are the common shows in ABS-CBN that talks about third party? Okay, we have The Legal Wife. We also have The Two Wives. Ikaw Lamang. Forevermore. Walang hanggan. So those are some of the shows that talks about third party in a relationship. Okay, so third party is very rampant in our society. Most of us, or most of the marriage are broken up because of third party. So I know now you are still wondering, you are not still thinking. So it is easy for you to judge na, I would fight, I would let go, because you are not in that situation. And for now, class, that is the less thing or the least thing that you are going to think. So for now, you're going to study. But if time comes that you will be married, so you should be ready. So just focus on studying, and if the time comes that you're going to be married, if you're going to love someone, then you will decide. So you think very carefully, because if you're going to think, there are things that you should be considering. Your family, yourself, your partner, your children. So is that clear? Okay, now let us have the result from our judges. So the winner is? Negative. Okay, the winner is the negative. Okay, so let's give an N for negative. Okay, for your assignment, listen. For your assignment, you're going to have a constructive reflection about what you have learned for today's activity.